Hi guys, it's Miss Barker, and today we are going to be making a list of books that we want to read. So I want you to pause the video and go grab your reader's notebook and a pen or a pencil to write with, and then come back and continue watching the video. So once you have your reader's notebook, you need to, if you haven't already drawn this in your reader's notebook, go ahead and draw that chart. Pause the video, draw the chart. It's titled Books to Read. The first column is title, author, check when completed. So draw this exact chart in your reader's notebook because we're going to fill it out together. Okay, so we're going to start with a book called The Bee Tree, and I'm going to give you an example of 3 books, and all 3 of these books we're going to be reading throughout this week. So, if you haven't already heard of them, you're going to hear about them soon. So, I want you to think about what you might put in each of these columns. What would you put in title? What kind of title would you put? Think about it. We would put the title of our book that we want to read. So we're going to fill that out together using the bee tree. So go ahead and write with me the bee tree. Okay, so the bee tree. Now, our next column is author. So how do we know what to put in that column? Think. What would you put in author column? You would write the author's name. So the author's name is Patricia Polacco. I'm not sure if Ms. Barker's saying that right. But we're going to write Patricia Polacco. So Patricia, and then her last name is Polacco. Patricia Polacco. Now, we have one book down that we want to read. Our next column is check when completed. So are we going to check that box yet if we haven't read The Bee Tree yet? No. We're going to wait till we have read The Bee Tree to put a check. So I'm going to give one more example, and we're going to write this down together. So The Keeping Quilt is the title of this book. So where are we going to put the title of this book? Right here. I'm going to put it right there. So write with me, The Keeping Quilt. So make sure that you're writing. I'll give y'all some time to finish writing. Okay, and now the title of, or the author of this book is the same author as The Bee Tree. So it's Patricia Polacco. So we're going to write Patricia Polacco right here. Now, once we read these books, I want y'all to go in and check it. So I'm going to write the next book just like we just did. The next book is Thunder Cake. Thunder Cake. Oh, that's 2 words. So I'm going to draw a line through this, and I'm going to write it again. Okay. Thunder Cake. Written by who? Just guess. Who do you think it's written by? Patricia again. So we're going to write Patricia for the 3rd time in this column. So y'all should be experts at writing Patricia Polacco. So, once you have written all of this, you're done writing. Now, I want to ask you, why do you think you would write a book down on your books to read? What would make you write that? Maybe you heard an interesting book from your friend or a classmate or your mom and dad. They read a book when they were younger and they want you to read that book as well. So you can write that in your books to read. Now, your books to read does not have to be limited to only 3 books. You can have an endless amount of books to read. This is just kind of to where you can have a place that you can directly go to and you can know, okay, next I want to read The Bee Tree. Read The Bee Tree, and then you can go and you can put a check mark. So, today I want you to go and grab a book that you have at home and write it underneath these 3 books. And after you're done, I want you to come back and check that you've read it. Okay? And then in a couple of days, when we're finished reading all of these books, you can go ahead and put a check mark each day that we read those books. Okay? Have a good day.